This is one thing, Lindy, that I think we really need to grasp at all levels of the system, up to the governmental level, which is all nested, is that the better and stronger the governance is. This is what I think we really don't grasp. The better and stronger the clarity about what you are trying to achieve, your reason to exist, your purpose, within what parameters. And they're two different things, and they work together, and you need both of them in terms of clarity. If you have that, then yes, as a governing body, and that's in ISO 37000, you would want to turn that, you'd want to elaborate that both in the purpose statement, in your vision, your mission, and your strategic objectives, which is essentially what you're then, in normative terms, it doesn't have to be like this, but normally holding executive to account for. The strategy is then, in terms of the executive, how do I achieve those strategic objectives? Now, if those strategic objectives are too narrow, too detailed, too focused, they're going to constrain the executive strategy. So let's assume that they are all scoped out, and that's in PAS 828, at the right level of scoping that allows enough clarity and for accountability and oversight to happen, but not so much that you're constraining. Then you can literally have the most emergent strategy. You can get rid of all the rules because you have clarity about what you're governing, and you have a system by which to have oversight and accountability for it. What we're doing at all levels of the system, including government, is because we're not clear, none of us are clear, not even those who have the highest levels of power in the main, about the goal and the parameters. It means that what we do, and especially because we're operating in the middle of the triangle, business as usual, focused on financial self-interest, we have all of these negative consequences, and we're plugging the hole with bureaucracy and more rules. So it's not just we're creating rules because we're unclear, we're creating rules because we're getting really toxic consequences from operating in the middle of the triangle. And then what we're doing in order to like just take ESG, we're adding more and more specificity. And some of that is not, it's parameters. A lot of ESG is proper, important parameters, but some of it's like betting on horses, right? And we should be clearing that out. So that would be my view, is that we need strategy. By the time we finish this conversation, we're in such a chaotic, breakdown of our systems will cause more and more chaos. If we're not as agile as possible, we're stuffed. That means better and better governance. So for me, governance literacy and focusing on that is cool.